Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 13 of Age of Engineering. Today I'm going to start doing some stuff that I honestly should have started doing a long time ago. I've been wasting some resources, but no longer. Today I'm going to, well, first of all, I'm going to have to start doing some conduits, and then I'm finally going to build the metal press from Immersive Engineering, and I think I'm going to put it right here. But anyway, I didn't do a whole lot in between episodes. I just basically took care of the trees and bees, and then I got tired of digging nether rack to cook into nether brick, so I just went to the nether fortress and just dug up straight nether brick. But this is all ready. Once I put in saplings and some dirt, we'll be ready to start growing some trees, which will be awesome. As you can see, the bog farm is doing well. It's produced a lot of peat, but it's running out of the bog earth, so I'm going to have to make more of that and find a way to automate it. That will actually be easier to do once I have the tree portion of the farm up and running, because that will produce sand. And if you'll remember, bog earth is just a mix of sand, dirt, and water. Cool. So the first thing I want to get on today is actually making some item conduits. And to do that, I have some wood pulp, some clay, and some sand. The wood pulp is really easy to get. You just put full logs, like the mineral log, into the carpenter that has some water in it, and you'll get back a bunch of wood pulp. So let's make the conduit. Okay, what we want to end up with is conduit binder, and you get that by smelting the binder composite, whatever. For the composite, you need gravel, wood pulp, and CF powder. CF powder is small stone, red sand, and some clay. We actually can go right over here and grab a stack of stone out of our calculator system, because it produces plenty of it. Let's go ahead and make that. And then we're missing gravel. All right, where am I keeping gravel? There it is. Get a stack of gravel. And then like that. That's a lot, but we will need a lot of conduits, so I'm just going to cook it all up. And that's how it goes. Okay, let's get rid of everything we don't need. You'll notice my inventory is quite full today. I have a lot of stuff planned and a lot of stuff we need to get done. So, nice. While that's going, put the rest of this in here. Put these over here. I don't actually need to make the pulsating iron because this is some that I found in a village. We're making the item conduits today, by the way. And you can see, to make them, you need the pulsating iron nugget, which is made of pulsating iron, which is just an iron ingot and an ender pearl in the smeltery. Luckily, I don't have to waste an ender pearl on that today. I can just use the one that we found. See if enough of these have cooked up. Oh yeah, plenty. And then like that, that, and that. Awesome. I won't need the rest of these today, but I will need them at some point. Okay, so now that we have item conduits, the next thing I want to work on, pardon me, is making the metal press itself. And to do that, I actually had to make the engineer's manual. This is the main manual for immersive engineering, and to make it, you just need to take a book and a lever. It's super simple. But it tells you about all the different machinery that you can build, like the improved blast furnace that we already built, the crusher, squeezer, all kinds of stuff. Today, we're interested in the metal press. Luckily, this one's fairly simple to build. It just, as you can see here, it needs 2 steel scaffoldings, a redstone engineering block, 2 conveyor belts, a piston, and a heavy engineering block. So let's go ahead and make all those. We'll start with the scaffolding. So to make 6 of these, we need 3 steel rods and 3 steel ingots. That is fairly simple to do. Putting 3 steel ingots like this gives you 4 steel rods. And then like that, 6 steel scaffolding. Perfect. We won't need that for now. So next, we'll make the redstone engineering block. And this one's really simple. It's just some iron, copper, and redstone. And of course I don't have any copper on me. There we go. Easy peasy. And I have an extra copper ingot. Okay, so the next thing we need is the heavy engineering block. Not the light one, but the heavy one. Now to do this one is a little more complicated. You need pistons, you need steel ingots, and you need a mechanical component, which is the one that we've just made before with the copper ingot in the middle and the steel around the outside. But there's something in the middle that we haven't encountered before. This is celerium. It's an Ender IO metal, and to get it, you need to put soul sand and a gold ingot together in the alloy smelter, and that's just going to take a minute. While that's working, the next thing that we will need are the conveyors. Conveyors. And these are pretty simple to make. It's just rubber or leather, an iron ingot, and some redstone, and you get 8 of them. We have more rubber than leather, so I'm just going to go with that. And there's that. When we get the metal press finished, another thing that we're going to need is a mold for it. And to get the mold, you just go like this. Now you have a metal press for a gear. Now it's only going to take 1 ingot of material in order to make a gear, instead of having to like say for the tin gear, having to make the steel mechanical component and then putting 4 tin ingots around it, and oh, it's just such a waste. This should be done. Yep. So we'll come back over here. Get this engineering block ready to go. Perfect. And that makes 2 of them. Now, let's see if I can do this properly. Just from memory. It's steel scaffolding, like that. And then the redstone goes there. That can't go there. A conveyor belt going in, and one coming out. It's a... Nope, can't jump. A piston in the middle, but I have to rotate it. There, facing down. Perfect. And then a heavy engineering block. And this is going to be trouble, actually. I might have to build it down 1. Because the power has to go in the top. Well, let's check it and see if it works. Okay, so we have the engineer's hammer. We just take the redstone engineering, or actually it's the piston, give it a right click, and there we go. Ready for action. We just hook it up with our MV wire connector. Hopefully that's the last connection that we'll ever need. And yep, it is getting power, which is awesome. Okay, so I don't have to dig down at all. I just need to get rid of this. And that was where I was holding a villager captive to trade with him. I mean, keeping him there as my guest, not captive. So, anyway, the neat thing about immersive engineering machines is that the stuff in it happens, I don't know if I want to say in real time, but you can see everything that's going on. An item goes in and an item comes out. It's not like this, where it's like the magic box kind of thing, where you just click to interact with it. You have to interact with it through like hoppers and pipes and things like that. So when this thing makes a gear, it's just going to pop off the end unless you have something there to catch it. And of course, we'll have a hopper there to catch it. Now, to install the mold, you just right-click, or the cast, excuse me, and there's actually a bunch of different ones you can do. I don't think there's any, oh, maybe it is a mold. Yeah. You can do a plate, you can do a rod, you can do a wire, a bullet casing. But the gear is the one that's really going to save you the most. Although I might check out that wire. Okay. So in order to get things into the machine, we are going to put a chest there. We're going to take the item conduit. Luckily, this will just plop things right onto that conveyor belt. Set this to extract, always active. And then put this to insert. And that should do it. Let's grab a couple pieces of copper. Throw them in here and see what happens. There we go. Bam! And the copper gear goes away, and it's in here. Isn't that cool? I love it. Now the reason I really, really wanted to make this is, of course, because a lot of the engines in forestry, which we're going to be working with, they all require a lot of gears. The biogas engine requires gears. The peat-fired engine requires copper gears. Yeah, it's crazy. So I just wanted to have a system for... Did it finish that already? Oh, It looks like... Okay. So I guess it's not a 1-for-1. I guess you still have to put, what, 4 of them in order to get a gear out? Yeah, okay. Well, I was hoping. But at least I don't have to make the mechanical components for them anymore. So, I mean, it's better. It's definitely better. Let's throw the rest of this copper in there so that can start working. Okay. Yee, so exciting. The next thing I wanted to do is actually Whoa, I hear a witch. Where are you, witch? Oh. You're not a witch, but I'll kill you anyway. I see you hiding down there. Skeletons. Oh, what is that? It's kind of gathering over there. No thank you. No thank you. Anyway, okay, the next thing I wanted to do is I need some better armor, obviously, with this arrow sticking out of my butt. And the spectacles can go away as well. So what I want to make is dark steel armor, because I have that capability now. I just need some coal dust. We can put all of this in here for now. Don't think I need any of it. Grab some more coal dust and grab some iron. I don't know if dark steel armor is the best armor in the game, but it is the best armor that we have access to right now. So, oh, are you? Oh, you're not attached to power for some reason. That's weird. Well, that's fine. In between episodes, I am going to put all of these on power conduits instead of the wiring, because this is quite frankly ridiculous. Wiring in here is just crazy. Okay, so to make the dark steel armor I need a helmet. I need, that's 5, and 8 is 13? Yes, 5 and 8 is 13. Steel leggings is 20. Okay. I also have some dark steel upstairs, but I want to use that for an enchanting station. We'll just let this cook up, and we should get enough dark steel to finally have some some armor that I didn't steal from skeletons. And where did I leave it? Here it is. Okay, dark steel. So how do I make an enchanter? Really? That's it? I could have made this like ages ago. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not complaining. The enchanter is really cool. It's like an enchanting table, but you can choose what enchantments you get by what ingredients you put in. And I'll show you it. There we go. And we have an extra 2 dark steel. I'm going to put it right here for now. We also need... Do I have... Really? I don't have a single feather. I have an ink sac. That'll work. But I need a feather. Okay, well, I'm going to go hunt some chickens, and I'll be back when I've got some feathers. See you in a few. Okay, we're back. I found some chickens. I found some chickens. I got some feathers. I don't remember where I put them. Here they are. And I got some ink sacs as well, and I made a book and quill so that I can show you. When you put a book and quill in here and a little bit of lapis, you can make all kinds of oh, there it is. Okay. You can make all kinds of enchanted books that then you can then apply to your equipment. And what's great about this is you can choose what enchantment goes on it. You can choose XP boost by putting in some gold. You can choose auto smelt by putting in blocks of coal. By using dark steel, you can use protection. Blaze powder gives you fire protection, and it goes on and on and on like that. So basically any enchantment you can think of will give you, oh, fortune 1, nice. Different enchantments for your armor. So that will be very useful once we get our full set of armor up and running. I got 8 more pieces of dark steel while we're waiting. So I can move that out. Oh, and a thing about dark steel armor is you can upgrade it even without enchantments. Where did I put it? There it is. All you have to do is use some levels and different capacitors, and you empower it, which is what is on the boots that we found. These are empowered 2, which means that 60% of the damage that you might take is absorbed by the power. It also has jump 3, which is how I managed to jump around like that. And this one has flippers, which excuse me, allows you to swim faster in the water. If I had apiarist shoes, I could combine those with the boots, and I would get apiarist shoes with protection. Empowered 3, you can see, costs quite a bit. It's a double layer capacitor and 8 levels. And I don't think we're quite at making double layer capacitors yet. But let's see. Actually, it's not too bad. It's just 2 basic capacitors, coal dust, and some energetic alloy. Interesting. So the other thing that you need if you're going to apply these to anything is, of course, experience. And sadly, I have died several times, and I have lost a lot of experience. But no more. Today, we put an end to that because I cooked up a machine chassis. And as soon as this is done, which it's getting there, I'm going to cook up some more solarium plus an energetic alloy, which is gold, redstone, and glowstone, I believe. And that's done nice. We'll just wait for those to cook up and make our pants. Nice. Full set, dark steel armor. That's what I'm talking about. Oops. There we go. So yeah, the next thing that I want to work on is the experience obelisk, which is this, which needs solarium, a machine chassis, which I already made, and an experience rod, which is more solarium and energetic alloy. Super simple to make, but super powerful, especially when used in conjunction with this. So let's see how this is doing. Not quite there yet. While that's cooking up, we're multitasking today. Let's start making some peat-fired engines. So we have most of what we need already. Down here, we have 16 copper gears. So to make the peat-fired engines, we need copper ingots, copper gears, pistons, and glass. But this isn't just any glass. This is stable glass, and it has a recipe in Calculator, which is actually pretty easy. So let's just do like that, and there we go. Perfect. That's actually more than we need, but that's okay. And then we'll just go upstairs, get some copper ingots, and voila! Our first peat-fired engines! I'm so excited! It feels like it's been a really long journey to get here. That's because it has. It really has. Ooh, I hear bad things outside. So to get the peat from the farm into the peat-fired engines, we're going to use item ducts, or item conduits, excuse me, but we're going to need a filter for them. So let's see what that entails. That's actually additions. Okay, Ender IO, basic filter. Easy peasy, hopper, paper. Hopefully that's easy peasy. Let's see. And we'll need aluminum. And then we'll also need paper. Oh, here we go. Plenty of rice. Plenty of rice to make paper. That's what we like to see. Okay. Just... Oh. Not... Do I hear someone knocking? Oh, no. No, sir. We do not need any of your zombie nonsense today. Thank you very much. Okay, I thought I heard knocking. Maybe I'm just going crazy. That is also a valid possibility. Okay, hopper, paper, filter. And you can make like advanced item filters and like all kinds of stuff, but that's nothing that we need right now. Right now we just need a simple, easy to do filter. And these should be done. Nice. Put this redstone and glowstone in. Hopefully that won't take too long. Come on. You can do it. Let's go put this stuff away while that's cooking. And iron and... Whoop. I guess I'm hungry. I'm trying to eat raw rice. That's never a good sign. Let's go check on that. Looks like it's done. Yes. Perfect. Oh, I'm so excited. That alloy smelter has opened up so many possibilities. Like, I feel like I've won the game now. Because I have an alloy smelter. Alright. So, experience rod. And then the machine chassis. Solarium. And an experience obelisk. Yay! So, we put that down right there next to this. And then we click on it. And we can store all of our levels. And then we can retrieve them 10 at a time. We can retrieve them 1 at a time. Whatever we need to do to make this stuff work. Which is awesome. Alright. I think we're going to be facing down some monsters when we go outside. So let's be ready. Oh, look at you in your fancy glowstone armor. Aren't you special? I don't like spiders in the window. Oh, and I dug a new entrance for this that I'll never remember to use. So I can come down here and access all this stuff. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so we can take this thing down. We don't need it. Because now we have this. Hatch. The hatch, remember, is where all of the stuff can come in and go out. Oh, let's grab some peat so we can set this filter. Oh, it has to be inside to set it. That's always the difference between this one and the transfer nodes, and I always forget. Okay, so extract, always active, and we want this to be a whitelist, so it will only pull out peat. And then over here, we need to set it to insert. And yep, there it is. All of the requires redstone. I forgot about that. Oh, that was silly. Let's make a lever really fast. I forgot the forestry machines all want, or the engines all want redstone in order to run. I think I can just put it... Can I put it right on it? No. No, of course not. Do I have anything on me? I do. Cobblestone. Perfect. Like that. That. And now it's running. Awesome. It's only generating 20 RF a tick, but that is honestly more than this thing needs. Or it will be generating 20 RF a tick when it gets going. Alright, so that is the simple, super simple first part of the farm. Next, we need to figure out how to automate the peat production, which I have some ideas about. We need to set up the rest of it for trees, and hopefully our walnut trees have grown, because what I'd like to do is plant the whole rest of this with walnut trees. That way I'll have nuts for oil, I'll have saplings for the biodiesel generator, and I'll have the wood that I can turn into charcoal. So it'll be a triple threat farming system. Super excited. But we're going to take care of all that next episode. It's just about wrapping up point. So I've been watching too much Direwolf 20, you can tell. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!